Hey, what's going on, peeps? This is Ashen Eclipse back with another Diablo 3 video, and one of the more anticipated Diablo 3 videos, which is the Necromancer, which is finally here, and actually here far earlier than I was anticipating. So what today's video is going to be today is basically just me doing some of the campaign, seeing if anything is different with the campaign, and just working on leveling and getting gear and all that good stuff. So I'll go ahead and get started here. And normally I would be doing adventure mode instead of going through the campaign, but I want to see if anything has changed with the campaign, with Necromancer being released.
And the dead it raised.
Got some announcements for my Necromancer pack goodies. I do like bone spikes quite a bit already. It's actually very responsive. I figured there would be a little bit more of a delay with the spell animation, but there really isn't much delay at all. I'm going to go through my paragons here real quick. Probably just going to dump everything into intelligence and then max all of these, max all of those, max all of these as well. So her already up to 84 damage just because of all the Paragon points that I dumped into intelligence from my Paragon points, which is pretty funny.
My master would take pride in this. I have come.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming. We can't open the gates until we drive them back. They keep coming. I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
That was pretty funny. It's honestly really entertaining how much a dramatic stat boost it is just from putting all your Paragon points where they need to be. And I got Bone Spear. From what I saw with Bone Spear, it's not a super interesting ability in my opinion, because it's just a straight line spell that deals a set amount of damage. So there's not really anything exciting about it, I don't think, personally, but we'll see. There might be some runes that will change that or something. And I am using most of my Necromancer pack goodies, and there we go. Go ahead and put my banner shape on. This is all my stuff from Season 10. Should probably get on my Season 10 monk eventually to do something about that.
Are you Leah? Did you survive the fallen star? I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but Watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done. Yes, that is why I am here. Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
It is, you guys can see too, I did decide to name my Necromancer character Bone Eclipse because I just felt it was fitting for the Necromancer.
I will bring peace to the risen dead.
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
I have experience in these matters.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors. They're attacking the barricades! That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Hey, I got some shoes, which give me movement speed. And I'm not gonna bother going through the lore because I've already gone through all the in-game lore.
I have trained well.
So we did get a new primary. We got Grim Scythe as our primary. Hey, we got some generic white gloves. And like I said too, this isn't usually how I start a new character. I usually start a new character by going through adventure mode. And I'll actually be doing a guide of how I actually start a new season once Season 11 starts. Figured you guys would appreciate that quite a bit, seeing how I actually start my seasons. Although, with Necromancer it will be a little bit different because I don't know all the tricks with the abilities and stuff yet like I do with Monks, so I'll probably be a little bit slower of a start once I start Season 11 with Necromancer. Oh, got
This will be a challenge.
I got Corpse Explosion, so that'll be fun since it does a ton of damage. And Bone Spear does actually do a lot of damage as well. It's just not all that visually pleasing in my opinion. So, yeah, then we got Corpse Explosion. Now we're gonna go to the old ruins. Oh, I should probably equip the gear I've been getting. That one. Use this axe. Yeah. Pants and the belt.
Oh, this food. We love these lands. I understand so much more now.
Well, I didn't, actually, I might have heard about Bone Spear piercing its targets, and I might not have just been paying attention, but I wasn't expecting to fire one Bone Spear and just one-shot everything. Nope. So this is actually really fun and refreshing, just the fact that we have a new class in the game now, in general. Instead of the same basic stuff that we've always had in the game, as far as classes. This is going to be really refreshing, especially for me personally.
Thank you for your help.
I understand so much more now. I will help you find your uncle, Leah. We'll need to open the cathedral first.
And sorry for skipping some of these as well, it's just habit.
Told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Okay.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard. Did you know your father? I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
Should probably be using Corpse Explosion, actually. Especially when there's big groups like there was.
Follow me. Dark magic remains here. People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
Okay. Some better pants. Got a much better axe. Wow.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
Leave that to me. You'd best stay and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this place. There were a lot of ghosts here for him. This is where Diablo drove old King Leoric mad and terrorized the people. I don't know what really happened here. Whatever it was horrible. Nearly everyone who survived went mad.
How did your mother die?
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her.
Madness and horror indeed. And we're right back to one-shotting stuff.
It is not yet at rest.
So it'll at least be a little bit more of a challenge when I start Season 11 because I won't have all the Paragon points to buff my damage and stuff. Okay, here we go into the cathedral. Yeah, the Bone Spike's ability is really entertaining though. But I think I'm honestly going to be going more toward a pet build with the Necromancer. Okay. Yep, those are an upgrade. So are those. Those are an upgrade as well.
Ganon, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
And I did decide to go with the female character this time just to switch it up a little bit since I usually play male characters. I think both the male and the female versions of the Necromancer look really well designed though. It's funny that I'm having bows drop when I'm playing a Necromancer. I got you, Deckard. Well, that's absurdly strong. Holy shit, even.
Thank you, but why?
I feel like I just set off a nuclear bomb of blood.
I fear the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Friend, I'm not often called that, but I wish to know more about the fallen star.
The prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
My master would take pride in this.
So far, it seems like the dialogue for the Necromancer is really well done too. It really fits well with the lore and background of the class. And that's an upgrade. Cool.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
I will find a way to lay him to rest.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leah, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakarum tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scrolls spoke of the dead rising, and the Lord of Lies, the prophecy of the end days, says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them. I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard, while he did his crazy research.
It seems reasonable enough to me.
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring about the end times. All these years, he's still searching for a way to stop this apocalypse.
What did you learn of Adria?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles. She was in search of something, and I'm not sure what. She reminds me of Uncle Deckard, obsessed with the war between angels and demons.
I am the last of the Horodrim. I couldn't always claim this. In fact, if I had turned to the Horodric teachings sooner, Diablo could have been stopped before his reign of terror began.
That seems unlikely.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I had shrugged the old tales off like they were so much fantasy. And Tristram, no, the world has paid dearly for my arrogance. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leah and I have spent her lifetime scouring the world, collecting pieces of the prophecy of the end days. If I can decipher it, we will have the key to defeating the Lords of Hell.
You and Leah depend on each other.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, it must have been difficult for Leah, following an old man on a mad search for the secrets to defeating the Lords of the Burning Hells. But though she has seen her share of mysterious things, she is still unsure of my quest. I can understand. She has never seen anything like Diablo and his brothers.
Sorry about all the dialogue, but I realized I actually never did these, and it actually does give it an achievement and a good bit of lore and background to the game, so hopefully you guys don't mind too much.
The prophecy of the end days is contained within the Horodric tomes I inherited from my ancestor, Jared Kane. It is a warning to those who could interpret it regarding Hell's ultimate invasion of our world, written by many different people throughout history, in many different lands. All known versions of the prophecy are incomplete. I have spent a good part of the past 20 years trying to complete it. I am certain it holds the answers to defeating the Lords of Hell.
What happened to Tristram's king?
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
And so he became the Skeleton King.
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral, finally serving the Lord of Terror he had resisted while alive. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King. It was left to Leoric's eldest son, Aiden, to finally kill the monster his father had become.
Alrighty. I'm not gonna do the dialogue with the brawler.
Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife. Did you hear? Old Rumford has us down to hard work.
You are the blacksmith, aren't you? I have a request.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
Death is a path all must tread. Allow me to help.
Thank you. Follow me. I'm sorry.
Do not apologize. You grunt in peace.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hedrick! Help me!
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hedrig Aemon.
There is a way you could repay me. I seek the crown of King Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him
Cool.
to
You
get
got
back
the
to
command skeletons ability. Let's see. Oh, and we got skeleton mage as well. The other thing I noticed with bone spear too is you have to have really precise aim for it to actually hit targets. As you guys saw by how I missed Mira the first time. Do you want to do corpse lance or corpse explosion? Probably corpse explosion, because like I said, having a nuclear explosion or an equivalent of a nuclear explosion in blood is just insane. And of course, the more corpses you have around, the more cumulative damage it does. Okay. We do have 7 skeletons, so that's pretty cool. I think the skeletons are well designed. I'm just not entirely sure about their kind of bright white coloring. I think it would look better if they had actually toned down the white color to like maybe a medium gray or something. It'd look a lot better. Okay. It's funny, yeah, I can just stand still and my skeletons just kill everything for me.
My insight grows. An interesting opponent. My essence is too low. All must serve the cycle.
That was pretty awesome. That's a huge upgrade too.
Weakness consumes you.
The command skeletons active for the skeleton minions is actually really well thought out, activatable. Makes the pit build much more interactive rather than you just running around letting your pets kill everything. But that's gonna go ahead and be all for this video, guys. I just wanted to do a quick gameplay video shortly after the Necromancer pack was released. So, like I said, I do apologize for the little bit of dialogue, but it was interesting at least to hear the Necromancer's dialogue and what it's like. And like I said, I think they did I think they did a good job with having it mesh well with the overall feel of the Necromancer as a class based on their lore and background and all that good stuff. So, hope you guys are having a decent work week in general so far. I will be doing some more of these kinds of videos, just of Necromancer gameplay in general. And then I'll most likely be playing Necromancer for a while. As a spoiler too, I will be working on a unique kind of monk build that may or may not be successful, but I'll be hopefully doing a video on that eventually. And then if I end up running out of things to do in Diablo 3, I'll more than likely be playing some different games and be doing videos on those. But like I said, hope you guys have been having a good week, a good work week. Hopefully everything's been going smoothly. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying summer. I have been, even though where I'm at, it's been absurdly, ridiculously, like melt your feet to the ground hot. It's mostly been around 110 degrees Fahrenheit where I live, so it's been really toasty. It's not bad when you're only outside for a short amount of time, but trying to walk around in it and stuff like that is really similar to trying to walk around in an oven, so it's not too much fun. And personally, I actually prefer colder temperatures, but yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys are having a good night. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as well of this little bit of Necromancer gameplay. If you did, feel free to poke the like button or leave a comment if you want. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to subscribe as well if you're new, and also feel free to share the video if you did enjoy it enough to feel that it's worth sharing. But that'll be it for me for this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Later.